Action, nah.
Yo, check out the message, my expression is perfected. Yo, check out the message, my expression is perfected.
Yo, welcome to the Perfected Expression Podcast, where we express ourselves to perfection. It's your boy Alcho Pugatti, like always with the guys. Gonna kick y'all shit, man. Gonna get them stats off, man.
Hey man, first off, before I kick any motherfucking thing out, I just like to say, hey, Shaq Stove, count your motherfucking day for the punk ass giving you something.
They got down on you.
Dry ass chicken.
Yeah, they got down on you with the gizzards, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. Motherfuckers.
It's your boy, Mr. A to the door, man. I'm just out here, man, on purpose. What a purpose, because I deserve it. I at your boy.
You heard the man. That's what I'm talking about.
Z-A-Zo swag, you know.
Alright, man, we're gonna kick it off, man, on this Saturday, man. Crazy weekend, man. There's been a lot going on with the sports world. We got, Bucks Celtics Game 7 tomorrow. We got Mavericks Suns Game 7 tomorrow. So
Okay.
it had the Kendrick just dropped. So
Yeah, the Kendrick
it's supposed to be his, his final album. It took the nigga like 5 years.
Nah, for real.
I think he dropped last one was 17. The damn.
Get this thing.
And that hoe is a classic to me, you know what I mean? I'm a Kendrick fan though, you know what I mean? I'm a hip hop enthusiast.
Yeah.
So, when it come to that, I fucks with that. Y'all get a chance to check it out?
Oh yeah, I fucks with it, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, he did his thing, man. All them characters. Come on, man. And then he up here showing, you know what I'm saying, the real. I ain't gonna say too much, but he actually
I ain't gonna spoil the phone. You know, man.
You know something, man.
You know he talking his shit on there, man.
Yeah, that's why
I'm gonna spoil alert for y'all.
You feel me? Acknowledge, rooted and grounded in your brain. One time for the one time, please.
And that's the thing about Kendrick, man, that you just gotta love about it, man. In the age like this, where it's mostly like melodic, he's a purist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he come from that real hip hop era that's really lost in a sense. You know what I mean? You can tracking back to shit when Nas dropped the Hip Hop Is Dead. That's 2008. And you fast forward to what we at now, 2022. We done been through trap, snap and melodic. You know what I mean? Where everybody was doing the auto tune shit.
You keep saying melodic. What's up?
Melodic. That's where we at now with the Lil Baby and all of that. Everybody doing with the auto tune. Sing rap.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, so okay, have melody.
Yeah, the melody with the rap. Melodic. That's the formal title of it. Melodic rap. So, but shit, just going back to the beginning of it. Cause we go back to the beginning of it. It'll be, hip hop. You don't stop till the bang bang boogie.
Yeah.
So we come from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, but shit, we talking even before that. This is way before. This is like when hip hop even became a thing. You know what I mean? Because at first it was, from New York, the mecca of hip hop. When niggas was breakdancing and the b-boy days. You know what I mean? Where you was hyping up the DJ. It was all about your DJ.
All about the DJ. It's the DJ.
Eric B is president. And all of that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And me and the boy Drew Zoo was just talking about that the other day, man. Shit.
Yeah.
He in the back of the cut over there, man. We were talking about that the other day, just shit, how we count from this point to this point. And as far as like you got the culturist from New York and how it came all the way down to where it's like a South thing now.
Let me tell you, I don't like what we came to, but I like where we at. If that make any sense. I don't like how we ain't really talking about nothing no more.
Yeah.
But the people who are out there on the front saying their music is alright as far as them being lyrical with it. They ain't saying nothing, but it sounds good. So I won't knock it. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't it's
making money. You can't knock it. If it's making money doing what it's supposed to be doing, you can't knock nothing.
It wasn't making money.
What they really trying to do, they grabbing the young crowd.
That's what they doing.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always been a young thing, you know. Rap is like a young man sports per se. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for the youth.
Not back in the
That's
I'm
what
an
hip.
80s
That's
baby.
what hip comes.
I'm an 80s baby.
No,
Back in the day,
80s.
baby. Nas, you got Jay-Z, you got all these people grabbing the older crowd, giving them, you know what I'm saying, real rap. You feel me? Real, you know what I'm saying? Like they going deep instead of being on top of the wall. They going deep like the abyss.
Yeah.
They doing better. You
You
feel me?
think that
Than
had
what's
anything
going
to do
on nowadays. Nowadays, you got people in skinny jeans and everything off this goddamn rap music, bro.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Remember when they was rocking Knickerbockers?
Yeah.
And then they went to skinny
But
jeans.
yeah, that's the fashion that goes into the culture of it. You know what I mean? Because back, you know, hip hop is a culture thing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all can agree on that.
Used to be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, that's what I mean. That's what I say to hip hop. You know, because
Yeah.
we got all these different terms now: melodic, trap. We got subgenres of a genre that's hip hop, the main core of it. So when you dive into when I go back to the hip hop, when I get to the bang bang, but that's the origins of rap. Before then, it was soul, it was Motown, it was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Our parents and they came up on soul music. They didn't come up on rap, obviously. So when rap came 79, 78, 70, 80, 79, 80 around that time like that with the Sugar Hill Gang, that started a whole new thing to where niggas is rapping on a beat and this, but it was more catered to the DJ. Like I was getting into the culture shit, the b-boy, the breakdance, and it went more into the whole expansion of
Yes.
you know, the embodiment of trying to express yourself, no pun intended, with this in the community. You know what I mean? In the urban community. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, we feel like we imprisoned in these projects. This is our way of releasing ourselves. So then, like you going into what you said, it was positive at one point. It was that in the beginning. You know, you got the conscious rap, and you know, in the '80s was all pretty much conscious. You know, it wasn't really even that many cuss words that much in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you dive into NWA and gangster rap, and then it becomes more of a business, like A-Dub was saying. We're like, you know, now you have a thing that's a business. So like, what do you feel like the change of the business took over to where now it's more of less culture, more business?
It went from being our business to being a business. You see, it was our business to make sure that the word got out to help each other. It became a business to make sure that word did not. So you got other people come out to cover that up. Which was, you know, hey, it makes money.
For sure.
It creates dreams. But so did the original hip hop.
And it get exploited. You know, the word like the companies and them labels and shit, them white owners, you know, that run them labels, they say, okay, these niggas may be onto something over here. We're gonna take this little small genre shit and we finna turn it into a business now. And then now you got something that is a culture thing that we took that was precious to us. That was our way of expressing ourselves and our entrapment. And they took it and ran with it. And now it's something that's really a business, and it's more artificial and less authentic. You know what I mean? And you take the culture out of it. You know, now we're at a point to where we at now. Like we all having complaints about where we at now with the music. You know, it's all a full circle. You know what I mean? Man, we done had some real fun times in hip hop, man. Cause like they say, like hip hop is like that runaway chick, man. She done been all around the world and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like she started in New York City, she go to California. You know what I mean? Then we get the West Coast scene. Snoop, Dr. Dre, Dr. Death Row. You know what I mean? E40 with the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying?
Mac Dre, Young Man.
So it's like, you know, you get all these different expansions, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where it eventually get to the South, to where we at now, to where South just completely dominated.
We dominate this bit.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't like it.
And then, you know, cause shit, at one point, Austin, me and this nigga New was just talking about that when we was like early back in the game, 2000, 2001, Austin was on nothing but really Houston shit. We was heavily influenced off of that SUC culture, in that. You know what I'm saying?
Wish I had.
Oh, yeah, look for that.
Yeah, so and then you get into like that was just our version of the South at the moment. We had Scarface, the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all them boys.
And that was just kind of like our little secret society though. You know what I mean? Because the real South was represented with the Ghetto Boys.
So damn
Rap-A-Lot, Yo and
Bushwick Bill, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Bushwick Bill, yeah, my son.
Yeah, man.
AKA
Hey, man, I met Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace to Bush, man.
What's up, Bush?
I hope you know, man.
2007.
Yeah, man. I take a picture with that dude, man. That was a good dude. But yeah, man, just that was the representation of the representation of the South at that moment. You know what I'm saying? With the Ghetto Boys, and that was still kind of like like a little sub, because you had everything. New York was still heavily dominating. You know what I mean? And then, like you say, like he mentioned Nas and Jay-Z, you get the big, you get big. Nas, Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Around that time.
The Big Pun.
94, 95, mid-90s, to where like, hip-hop is still kind of like New York dominated.
Then the mob started coming in, then that's when we started taking over. The South started taking over. The mob started hitting.
They started. I think it took trap rap. I think trap rap was that point. You know what I mean? That it just really stuck with the South to where like, all right, nigga, the South is onto something.
That's them.
You know what I mean?
That's what they saying. Yeah.
Like we hit the Jeezy era around that time. I think that's when it was stuck. The Tip era.
Yeah, it was really stuck.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was really
And
nice.
that's when it was like, nigga, everybody listening to Yo Gotti, some trap related to where it's everything coming out the South. You even had you remember that nigga from New York? You even had niggas from New York trying to sound like
Mims.
Yeah. What's that? This is how I'm hot. He started trying to sound like a South nigga. I didn't even know that was a New York nigga until I had to. Somebody was somebody was like, yeah, you know that nigga from New York or some Brooklyn or whatever the fuck. I'm like, nah, nigga. And that's just showing you how the South, nigga, you know what I mean? The evolution of Los Angeles point to like, we here to stay.
I'm gonna tell you another city that's dominating the game right along with it that got I saying, and I said that I fuck with it because it's cool. You got South Carolina and North Carolina.
Yeah, with the baby,
Yeah.
With J. Cole and J. Cole from one of the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Beast is that though?
Yeah, they got some shit going on.
Well, J. Cole to me is different because I put him in the category of like the last of the dying breed with his hip hop shit and his, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Cole.
Like he a special case to me, like, you know what I mean? Special talent where you put him here to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, the baby is part of like this new, where you could say he probably created something new for that region of Carolina. You know what I mean? Especially with this melodic rap shit going on.
I like it.
He came out with a new. I mean, that flow get repetitive. A lot of people give him a hard time. He get a lot of backlash for it being the same little repetitive style he got.
That's his style.
Keep that style. Don't change that.
You can't never
You
change that
gotta
style,
keep that.
man.
That's why it's pretty.
That's your trademark. That's your
Come on.
But what about evolution though? At some point you gotta find a way to, you know what I mean?
Okay, so I'll tell you this.
Not for him.
So I ask you this.
I mean, for
so,
sure.
So what if he transitioned to do that? Like start having bars? Everybody be like, all right, man.
I mean, he kind of do. That's what he kind of got bars. He ain't no lyricist in my opinion.
Yeah. But what if he changed himself to do something like that?
MC said, if you a cartoon character on your first album,
You gonna be a cartoon character on your ass.
But to me, that's my point. To me, that get kind of like cartoonish.
But that's him.
It just get like, you know what I mean?
That's why I like it.
Yeah, it's
He
him.
need a break from what I normally do.
Hey, I tell you what. I tell you what. I deal with his style than dealing with.
I mean, that's like that's what the Migos.
Yeah, you feel me? What the fuck is
I
that?
mean, they had a little time where they had everybody kind of doing that little shit, but I think it kind of got into more what Lil Baby and the Future is doing. You know, what Future and Lil Baby is doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that straight. Like Lil Wayne was really like the model of that. When he came out with the Carter 3, and the lollipop shit.
Oh, you said Lil Baby or Lil Baby?
Lil Baby now, because now we're talking about the melodic rap.
Lil Baby, I think he's a little deeper.
Yeah.
Lil Baby is better. Like,
cool.
You can argue that he is like the staple of today's rap. You know what I mean? As far as like the Lil Wayne of today.
Yeah.
As far as he the hottest thing, like on every feature, you know what I mean? You know how like when Wayne came out, he had that stretch where he was on everybody's shit.
Everybody remix, all that.
Everybody.
And that's kind of what Lil Baby doing to me. He doing that same shit.
Everybody, I hit a team up with We the Best.
Especially when you team up with that nigga. When you team up with that nigga Khaled, man, he gonna get you some hits on your shit.
Stay where you at. Do what you do.
You know, but then going to my point of the South, now we at a point to where like it's South. Now we didn't fast forward to where we at now, but my point is from trap to here is it never really had no break from New York ever getting the title back. Because you got the Mecca coming from New York hip hop. When it got to the South, you know, like I said, it went to LA, you know what I mean? It went to the Bay Area, you know what I mean? And you know, that nigga Terrence can testify to the Bay Area. That nigga fuck with that nigga E40, you know what I mean? Acquired taste, you know what I'm saying? Well, Mac Dre don't really get, he get his flowers somewhere, I guess.
Sensational man. He had a whole entourage of encouragement, man. That kept up for years. That just rode the Ghost Ride the Whip.
Yeah, that shit really came from him. And I think, a lot of his flowers kind of went to E40. They went to E40, I think. I think E40 got a lot of his.
But hip hop is all about evolution, and that was with the times, though. So evolution came with E40 taking Mac Dre's lines, and just like Jay-Z took Big's lines, and everybody just wants to be on the next better level of flow to make that money, and that money flow. So hip hop gets only degraded by the money that's involved in it being, and that's just where it's at. You know, whether it's the most richest or somebody has the most population, the popular fucking vote. You know, you get the fucking popular vote, you the fucking president.
Yeah, that's kind of what it boiled on to today. Like it's more about popularity than it is about talent because it's become more of a business.
Really is.
You know what I mean? And like when you come from being a cultural thing to where now you at a point to where like it's a business. So now you got everything. I mean, you know, it's a little more free now, and I think we talked a bit about this on like the social media episode we did. When we were talking about how it is now where you can self-monetize yourself. I think that's more so now a thing now where like everybody coming in and making themselves whoever they want to be, where it's more about image now. So now what I'm trying to say is more it's about like you've seen so much more than what we used to see our artists. We had to wait on 106 in Park. We had to wait till they Rap City. We had to wait on an album to drop. Everything was record label controlled. You know what I mean? When the release date coming out, you can't leak no music.
Nope.
Now the nigga can go live on Instagram.
Why he recording?
You know what I'm saying?
And subliminal.
And you know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of getting more to that point to where like now it's like, you know, the art of it is taken away. That's kind of what I appreciate what Kendrick is doing. You know, with this new album he just dropped, and it's supposed to be his last album. You know, that's to me that's like, cause I heard a little bit of it. I think I heard like the first like 5 songs. I ain't really have a chance to just like dive into it. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna get it. Where I wanna really take my time and just listen to that, and not just be like backgrounding with these shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when I hear it, man, I want to really, you know, get a chance to appreciate what he's doing and get that art. You know what I mean? Because like I would say with J. Cole, you put Kendrick, you put them as the last of the dying breed of what it once was. You break them out of this business shit because these niggas are purists, culturists. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, with Kendrick, like to me, like I rank Kendrick high as fuck. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about making a list the other day. Like just top 10, and we'll start doing that like top 5 at least, you know, just breakdowns or whatever we talking about and shit. You know what I mean? But my top 10 list, man, like the lyricists, you know what I mean? I was making my list off just lyricists. You know what I mean? Just rap, just putting bars together. Who is the top niggas? And I think I would feel comfortable putting Kendrick like 10. You know what I mean? Of course, like Nas will be on there, Jay. You know. Big, bless you know what I mean? And, you know, the pioneer, maybe Big Pun, you know, he don't get his proper flowers on you know what I'm saying?
The Punisher.
So, man, I just think back to that purist, that
forgot Big Ed.
Yeah, Kendrick fall under that. Kendrick definitely
Purity of the rap. I love how you said that.
Now, that's a lyricist.
Yeah,
Him and J. Cole, legend.
and Kendrick, yeah.
Way up there.
Kendrick definitely goes up there with them motherfuckers, man.
Legend.
Straight up.
He closer to like them 3 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put him in like top 5. I would think. I would have to really sit and think about it, but you know he'll definitely be top 10.
Yeah, I got a mean type 5, man.
I like different kind of music. So
Me,
I'll
top five.
put,
Ain't gonna
you
lie
know
to
who
you.
hops it in?
I still be
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
to
I put hops in
KRS
there.
One.
Two people like, who is that?
Cool.
He up there as far as being lyrical.
Put it down.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it a little bit more, man, and kick it off, man. But man, that's definitely it's definitely been a crazy evolution in hip hop for sure, man.
Shit, for sure. Hold on there, buddy. You can't forget about that drill rapping, though.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking with that drill right, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, 'cause that drill rapping, a motherfucker. Key, then he had, how you say his name? FGG Duck? How you say GD?
Yeah, FBG.
Yeah. Him, you know.
They really said it was supposed to be his cat name, like Pac-Man or something like that. Like, we really started it, but then, like, Chief kind of, like, evolutionized.
See, this is what I think about drill rapping. I ain't knocking it, man, but it's fucked up. And this is why I say it's fucked up, because they rapping about smoking somebody that got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Smoking the
Like
dead
that,
out.
yeah, yeah, man, smoking packs, all this pack, man. Smoking on the pack, that's a little too disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely different
doing
than
too
we
much.
came.
Too much. Yeah, I can't rock with that.
Shit, I like that nigga, that BG Duck speaking to him.
Ain't my kind of music.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that
I can't
nigga
rock with
FBG. See, I know a lot about that shit too, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, like FBG Duck, he did that song Dead Bitches. He talking about all his dead ops with them old block niggas and all that. And then 3 weeks later, boom.
Boom.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? They call it. You feel me?
Type shit.
It's like everybody that do drill rapping, they get whacked, they get killed. It's like,
So you saying that, like, you know, the shift from that kind of like translated to like, you know, motherfuckers like really feeling like they have to portray that what they rap about, to where it's got like to where niggas is really doing what they rap about. You know what I mean?
yeah.
To try to keep up with what they talk about, to try to fit up with that. You know, oh, he rapping about, he really living that life what he rap about.
Yeah.
So people try to get into that character more.
Not to get off the subject of drill rapping, but when I was growing up, man, I ain't really give a fuck if you did it or not. Just drop the heat and make sure the motherfucker shit got a nice beat, nice rhyme to it. Nigga, I ain't give a fuck if you did slap the old lady down the street. I wasn't gonna look into it. You know what I'm saying? You got heat, nigga. Spit that shit out. You know, I ain't got now it's all about. Let me see, you know what I'm saying? You saying, you smoke boy at the gas station.
I used to be like,
He's certified. So I'm gonna keep listening to him like, nah, man, it's fucked up.
A lot of that, go to what you were saying, though, I think. You know what I mean? We was talking about how, like, you know, the image played that, because we wasn't exposed like that. We didn't have Instagram, and we wasn't Instagram friends with Boosie. We wasn't able to, you know, be on their live with them and go. You know,
for example,
niggas are going live with their favorite rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so like that exposure to where like we didn't have it.
Yeah.
So like that play a big part in the change.
And that shit crazy. Like, for another example, like I didn't give a fuck if Hammer was really on the streets of Oakland. Nigga just put on them motherfucking me dookies you got on and dance your ass across this stage and make me smile as a kid. I ain't give a fuck about it.
I said, who cares if Will Smith really had an accident?
Yeah.
Yes, he seen his blinker. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit?
That's my track, though.
You
know what
feel
I'm
me?
saying?
But we dive into this shit now that we're like, now you got this fucking Young Thug shit. You know, I know everybody heard about that shit. Racketeering niggas is out here really on that shit, man. So it's like now we at a time where like shit, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like this nigga, then they say like I just read about it, nigga. This nigga got like they say his lawyer reached out to his fans to report that his conditions is inhumane. Like they got this nigga in a cement block with no fucking windows. You know what I'm saying?
In prison?
And he like I guess he like
it's
in a
prison though.
detaining center or some shit.
It's prison. You feel me?
No, so
hey, look here. When you go to jail, That's how your ass gonna be. Go to prison, they're gonna put your ass in that little room. I never been,
No,
but I heard stories though. Put your ass in that little motherfucking room. You feel me? So, I mean, look here, man. If they can't do the time, niggas just don't do the crime, nigga. You feel me?
Type shit.
Do some kids bop
Hey,
shit.
these niggas said they got an image to maintain.
If you don't want
They
me,
got an image to maintain out here, man.
Man, fuck all that,
They said I
man.
got an image to maintain out here, man.
Man, fuck all that, man. I was at rapping, snitching on your goddamn self. Don't be
Yeah,
surprised.
that's a lot
That
going
came
on.
with money.
They using this, with the RICO
Yeah.
shit, cause that's like some, racketeering shit.
Idiot.
That, so when you get the RICO charge, they can go into your lyrics to your song. That makes everything fair game now. So now they going into this nigga lyrics where he talking about putting hits on motherfuckers and, doing this and that, motherfucking real organized crime type shit he got
Yeah,
going on,
like
man.
a mob.
Like real life shit like that shit with Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy got stabbed like 3 weeks ago. They said they got audio footage of this nigga.
Putting the hit in.
Yeah, man.
Look, out of everything, who gonna be the scapegoat in the day? Who they gonna put it all
Somebody
on?
gonna be. That's where the
It's on
6ix9ine shit come out though.
Whoever stitched on themselves already.
It's gonna go to Jeffrey.
I'm putting everything on you already. You know I
Ain't that
told
your
you
name? Gonna go to
look,
Jeffrey.
take the rest of it.
Hey, y'all think if this man pull a 6ix9ine and he come out, Young Thug gonna get the same respect? I mean, or his shit gonna turn into. Cause 6ix9ine, I guess you can say it's kind of up in the air because you seeing this nigga doing a lot of shit that like a snitch wouldn't be able to do. Like the same shit Young Thug got going on, he just got through doing out of that, but he ratted. And now this nigga, I just seen him on a podcast, academic podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
And this nigga got full support from the hood in New York. Niggas from Brooklyn let this nigga shoot a video. He got these niggas really vouching for this nigga. So what I'm saying is Young Thug is way more popular, you know what I'm saying, in the motherfucking rap in the hood and shit.
I tell you this, man.
So like, what do you think will happen if this nigga end up, you know what I mean, a gunner or
A
one of
few
them
months
niggas?
ago, I seen about a year ago, I seen a video of him, getting the Spike Squad up. You know what I'm saying? So he be ready.
He got them hands up. You think he got them hands?
He better have them by now.
Nigga better know how to fight now, man.
Pop.
You going in, nigga.
That nigga Pop, man. But hey, for this, like you said, for his case, I hope that nigga got something with the hands, man. Cause that nigga, he might not even be able to use them hands. They got this nigga in a motherfucking goddamn.
He gonna
same or something, but
he gonna use them hands. Hey, what he gonna use them hands? Then they gonna punch the fuck out them walls.
man, I don't know what's
Pull
up.
one of them dreads out of his ass. Next time you see him, Jeffrey gonna be plucked like a fucking chicken.
My nigga Jeffrey,
Yeah.
tripping.
Old Jeffrey.
Man, but that's what we come with now with this rap shit, man. Everybody, it's kind of like I know it's like the cliche rapping about WWE, but this shit is really like the aspect of having a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Like Dwayne Johnson, he gotta be the Rock.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, we talking about Triple H.
Yeah, Steve Williams, or whatever Stone Cold real name is, he gotta be Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's like that with rap now. You know what I mean? It didn't come from full culture art to now it's a business to where like nigga these companies control it.
I don't think it's the same. It ain't the same no more. See, they don't have to be anything. What happened is they are getting paid just to be who they actually are. These people already. They're not feeding to no image. They would find the grimiest motherfuckers they can find and just spit some lyrics. That's the commercialization of it. And they found them. And they got them.
All right, man. So yeah, like I was saying though, with the comparisons about like we were saying with this, people living out they raps now. It's more prevalent to be living your rap and living your image or living whatever gimmick or you know what I mean, character that you trying to throw out there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like a 2K game. You got to build your fucking kids.
You got. I mean, that's what it's turned into.
Yeah,
To
man.
where like you like I was saying with the getting into like even with who's more popular based on music or niggas living what they rap about.
Crazy.
It's like you got like even like Jeezy and Gucci. Jeezy, you know what I mean, going platinum, like 3 platinums back to back. At that point, Gucci Gucci was more street popular. You would say more, you know what I'm saying, more so mixtape, more so than real, you know, hits. You know, at that point, Jeezy was putting out solid albums, dropping out hits left and right. But as soon as that shit happened, when they start beefing, I feel like, and Gucci got that body for Gucci sending Jeezy sending his mans to Gucci, and Gucci got the body when he tried to take Gucci chain or whatever.
Yeah, you talking about Pookie Loc?
Pookie Loc, he still tying him to this day on that shit.
Smoking on that pool.
On the versus battle, I didn't
we smoking on Pookie Loc.
That's a whole nother,
Smoking Pookie Loc
something to
tonight.
get into
Yeah,
the versus battle, kind of even going to my point more, so like, of how Gucci is considered like a hood nigga staple, like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in popularity, and like Jeezy, barely to be mentioned. He's somewhere, you know what I'm saying, living a, you know, a family man, like he got married, and more so, boom, fell back from just that popularity of that trap, that street nigga persona.
That versus battle. What's up, boy name that's beefing with Eminem right now?
The Game.
He want to do versus battle with Eminem. So that's what he want to do. That's what he want.
I think he's smoking rocks.
Game smoking rocks?
Yeah, that nigga smoking rocks, man.
Really, niggas got Game fucked up, man. Game is a cornball nigga to me, though. Like, he's, like, I ain't never met the nigga, I don't know the nigga. But, like, the image he portrayed off or whatever he put out there is, like, it's a real cornball nigga who really just an insecure nigga, like, he just love the clout chase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And like, when he do shit, like, he finna drop an album.
That shit gonna go fly.
And this is what I do.
That bitch finna fly like
You know,
a fucking
he
fish.
finna drop an album called Drillmatic.
I knew it.
I can't make this shit up.
Victor Moon, I never heard of that, man.
Just nigga, see what I mean about that cornball shit? You ain't cop out ass name.
Then he dyed his hair gold.
So,
Golden Lord, looking at him.
just do a bunch of cornball shit. I remember he put the butterfly on his face, then he tried to justify it, and he covered it up with LA.
That nigga weird.
Yeah, so change your heart, all this shit.
What's the name of this unknown album?
I'm going in on this nigga.
Hey,
I want to challenge you, gang. Fuck it.
They want to challenge you to a
that
duel.
crazy ass shit. Yeah.
You got
Freshly expressed.
Nah, but
Hey man, that nigga gotta be huffing paint thinking like that, man.
nah, but for real though, take away his cornballness, take away that nigga's cornballness, the nigga can really rap, bro. Like, so as far as if we just talking just rap,
But the common sense ain't there like you smoking.
I mean, I wouldn't say he can out rap M, but the nigga like. Me talking about Emma going to a whole nother pop, because then we'll be talking about a whole nother. What do you place Emma at?
No, they gonna sound. I don't want to sound like the game. I'm not gonna do that.
Now, what would you
I'm gonna
place
sound like that
Emma
nigga if I do that. No, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm just saying.
Game did that. Then Game want to battle this nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna check who I put him in. I ain't
Who did you think would win the battle though?
Put that in your private
Man,
smoke.
I'm asking everybody, not
him. He want new material. Him gonna smurder this nigga.
Yeah. That nigga gonna talk about some LA shit. They don't want to hear that shit.
That nigga
They
gonna smash
don't
it.
hear about
In the
no
versus
Coke
battle.
45
I
shit.
think in a battle rap versus shit, I think he's gonna win.
Okay, yeah,
But if
Snoop
we talking about the versus battles that they've been doing, we talking about hit for hit in the urban community.
He's not gonna win.
That ain't what he talking about.
Eminem's not gonna win.
That ain't what Game talking about. Game said he said all new
Gang
stuff.
ain't got no hits like that.
He said new stuff.
But that nigga got 5-4 hits.
Nah, he got a whole shit. I mean, you can credit 50 Cent for a lot of them, but that man got hits, man. More prevalent to the hip hop community than Eminem. You know, is what the Eminem shit is. When I talk about like in a rap battle, like bar for bar lyrics, Eminem is gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bar for bar.
If you're talking about a versus battle, I'm talking about this is where popularity comes into in the hood, which Eminem became like like if you want to be honest, he became more of an artist that appealed to the pop community
Yeah, we talking about
than he did to the urban community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about hits, we talking about hits that black people don't really ride around listening to in the urban community.
Facts.
Not popular unless
You know what I'm
white
saying?
people popular.
And then the white folks don't, they'll probably hear it and be like, oh yeah, that was my shit. But they not finna be, you know, that's so like they more so into what we got going on now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So when you talk about M was a product of his time. So that boy band shit, you see how he ain't never battled nobody that rap. Name a nigga that M besides Machine Gun Kelly, and Machine Gun Kelly won that battle to me.
I tell you this.
He had a better. It's gonna get a lot of flack me saying that, whatever. But go listen to them two diss tracks and tell me which one was better.
Machine Gun Kelly got bars though. If he really
I'm talking about as far as relevant bars. I'm talking about facts. I'm talking about all that cleverness. So where you can say a lot of times Eminem crossed the barrier between corny and witty. To where like, are you appealing to like the Jim Carrey white folks, you know what I mean? Type of the pop? Are you catering to the hip hop where you started off at with the Dr. Dre? You know, Dr. Dre exploited it. Dr. Dre was more so like, okay, I'm gonna do to y'all what y'all been doing to us, you know, for all these years. I'm finna get this great white hope in the black dominated field. And I'm finna make him
Great white hope.
You know what I mean? I'm finna make him the most popular thing since sliced fucking bread. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, yeah.
And he can be himself, he can be slapstick, he can be wacky, goofy, or whatever. It's gonna be cash. That's what Dr. Dre was looking at. He wasn't like, oh, I'm a purist, you gotta be true to the hip hop sound. He found his cash cow and ran with it. And to his, you know, success, he went diamond, and Eminem became, you know. But a lot of people say, if Eminem was black, he would be Redman.
He would. He would, bro.
Straight up. Career-wise, we, you know, a lot of people give Redman his credit and say he wanted to. And Eminem's favorite rapper is Redman. And you can kind of see the similarities in that. You know what I mean? But if Eminem was a black nigga in a black-dominated field, he would just be another nigga that could rap.
Another nigga that got both.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
And then he took that and he took the trailer trash. It was himself. I give him credit for being authentic. But who that appeal to? We don't hate our moms in the black community.
Nah, yeah, nah, we don't want to put our moms in the motherfucking
So, you know what I mean? So when we talk about a versus battle with Game and popular hits that's gonna trickle into hip hop in the black community, Game is gonna win that.
And that's what Game suggested.
I think he want to get on that nigga ass lyrically, like
He want to battle this nigga.
That's a different argument.
I'll say this. I hope they better, cause I gotta see this. You know, Eminem might pull some motherfucking 8 Mile shit. You right.
Nah, he been ignoring
I
it.
am poor. I am a piece of shit.
He better not pull that shit.
I did. I was homeless. I did have to try it.
All right, man. So I guess we can wrap this up and come up with, you know, our final thoughts on, you know, the evolution of what we had with rap and everything. We dived into a lot of things, man. Had a lot of fun. And you know, what do everybody think about that? You know, any final thoughts on that? You know, this what we have with music today, where we come from.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Got a good hook, got a good look, baby.
Future's bright, he said.
Hooks and looks.
Straight up.
Man. When you get back to the future instead of the present. Stop talking about where we at, where we want to step. Where we want to go.
And straight up, man. And who knows, man? We could be on some whole other shit, man. And with shit, who knows?
Yeah, but we on some space age shit.
Real.
Not no Back to the Future.
Man.
Black futurism.
Speaking of music, though, man, we got some endeavors with the music. Of course, I got the studio. Motherfuckers want to come, you know, record, work with me in the Austin community. We're gonna be doing a lot with just giving people opportunity to get their businesses off, black-owned businesses or whatever that's starting off. You got your shit that you need to just, you know, want to kick off and announce your, you know, dates for upcoming shit you got going, endeavors. You know, this is the place I want to be able to kick that off for y'all, man, so we grow it, you know, with everybody, man. It's going to be a building community. But with the music, for me, man, I got a project I just did. Matter of fact, I retired, semi-dipping and dab. You know, I'm a culturist, purist. But I did a track with my man Smurfzilla, you know what I mean? Lost My Mind. We're gonna be shooting a video for that soon, you know what I mean? Getting into the photography, you know, he getting into that. So, you know, he been doing his thing, man, the directing, you know, behind the scenes, chiming in, moderating, doing his thing with that, man. So tune in, photosynthesis, all that, man. I got the Hard Knock shit comic book series I'm writing, Chaos Comics coming. We're gonna be filming a mini little series on that coming, you know, from YouTube, and just building the channel, man. Corporate Click, you know what I mean? YouTube page, subscribe to that, man. Subscribe, tune in, get in tune.
Like and share.
You already in tune, stay in tune, man. You know it.
Follow them.
You know what I mean? And, you know, we doing that, man. We doing this, we doing that, we doing a whole bunch of shit, man. But,
we got hands on a bunch of shit.
yeah, you gotta stay active out here, man. Stay active, man. And keep doing it. But yeah, man, on that note, man, we just gonna keep on, you know, expressing ourselves the best way we know how to. Keep kicking that shit, you know. Bow!
The fuck going on here? Motherfucker, here goofy, man. Goofy ass nigga. Goof troop ass nigga hit the car. Look before your dumb ass speak. You gonna die, you little bitch. Never make threats that your ass can't promise. God don't like ugly, dog. Hey, that's a true saying when karma come bite you in the ass. Hey, that's the most goofiest shit I could ever see on earth. This nigga got to be the illest nigga in Nebraska.